As the trade deadline draws closer and closer, we have more details now on what the Chicago Bulls could be looking to get back in a potential Andre Drummond trade. We're going to talk about it all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host, AHize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into this content. So, real quick update here. We just got news coming down that the Philadelphia 76ers are a team that's circling Andre Drummond at this trade deadline with Joel Embiid being out with injury. Now, this actually does make sense when you look at the situation that the Philadelphia 76ers find themselves in. They do expect Joel Embiid to come back before the end of the season. Now, he could suffer a setback that could make him be out longer than that. But considering that they've had Andre Drummond in their building before, and that he still can back up Joel Embiid, they've never really found a backup to quite bring what Joel Embiid brought that Andre Drummond brought since they got rid of him. So this could offer a unique situation in which they're bringing back a center who's played for their team before, been in that city, played with a lot of that roster already as well, not completely the same roster. So it could be something there that definitely could help the Philadelphia 76ers. And we also have word now as well what the Bulls are looking back for in a Andre Drummond trade. So reportedly the Bulls are looking back for at least 3 second-round picks back if they were going to be looking to trade Andre Drummond. Now, that could get a little bit interesting. The Bulls, who don't really have any second-round picks, who gave up a lot over the course of deals, having 3 more second-round picks is not the huge deal by any stretch of the imagination, but it does give this front office more opportunities to get solid young talent here if they scout really well. I mean, Ayo Dosunmu, look at him. Second-round pick. Worked out pretty good for the Chicago Bulls in developing. Julian Phillips, another second-round pick that showed some promise, hasn't had a lot of time on the court, but again, another player that they could look for. And with Andre Drummond's contract only being a little bit over $3 million, it makes it fairly easy to match those salaries. For example, the Philadelphia 76ers, per this report of being interested in Andre Drummond, Mo Bamba just straight up could get it done with those second-round picks. Even reportedly from Chris Haynes that there is one team that's willing to offer a first-round pick for Andre Drummond. Now, that probably means it's going to be a team that is expecting their first-round pick to not be high at all. So this opens some things up for the Chicago Bulls. Now, I'm not saying that the Philadelphia 76ers are only going to offer Mo Bamba. They're going to want picks back, and on top of that, they have other absolute salaries that could fit in there. So, this is something that is developing, and as we go forth closer and closer to this trade deadline, it seems like it's more and more likely that if any Bull is moved, it's probably going to be Andre Drummond. Now, I'm not expecting everyone to rock with that or just feel overly happy about that. Andre Drummond has been a really good piece, albeit underutilized for the Chicago Bulls, but he does seem like one of the pieces that is easier to move with that contract. I don't know if the Bulls are going to try to attach it in a Javon Carter or anything to that. I don't expect it, especially if it's the Philadelphia 76ers. But now we have a target that's surrounding it, and so that's surrounding it. And we also have, now a package that the Chicago Bulls would want back for Andre Drummond. So, Casey Johnson and Mark Stein have already both said that if any Bull is the most likely to be moved at the trade deadline, it is shaping up to be Andre Drummond. Now, we've also heard that the Philadelphia 76ers had some initial rumored interest in DeMar DeRozan. Could it be that both of them are on the move? Now, that's a speculative piece. That's not what's reported in this, but you just never know. We do know, as per the daily episode today, that Arturas Karnisovas is making calls actively on the trade market, even going so far as before the Chicago Bulls set out on the road for the next matchup tomorrow to tell Billy Donovan, hey, we're making calls. If something does develop, I'll be calling you while you're out on the road. And so AK is trying to make something happen. Now, this isn't going to be a trade that really changes the trajectory of the Chicago Bulls. I would even go so far as to this. Even if you do get another young center like Mo Bamba back, nobody's going to replace what Andre Drummond brings. It's just not. It's not going to happen. And because of that, it is going to put probably a deficit on the Chicago Bulls. If that's the case. And what does that then mean for a team that has reportedly wanted win-now pieces to try to make a move still for this play-in tournament? Are they confident in Adama Sanogo? Are they going to, maybe monitor the buyout market? That's all questions that could be answered as things gain more clarity. But as of right now, to kind of bring everything together, the Philadelphia 76ers are circling around Andre Drummond and trying to get a deal done for Drum. And the Bulls' asking price per reports right now are 3 second-round picks, with even some mysterious unnamed team being willing to offer a first-round pick. Let me know what you guys think on it all down below. Make sure you're following the show at Bull Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. And then lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail number to do so, 773-270-2799. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related, thanks to you guys. And like I like to end every episode on, go Bulls. Love you guys. See red if you can, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.